Kandiss Taylor is a gubernatorial candidate in Georgia, running in the Republican Party. And she's had a couple campaign ads that have gone viral. Like nothing I've ever seen, honestly. So the second one is the most outrageous, but we're going to watch the first one to kind of warm us up to her and catch her vibe, you know? And then the second one, she gets into satanic stuff, and it's just, you won't even believe it. So this first one is supposed to be the theme of like, oh, she's a fighter, so she's boxing, and okay. Let's just watch it.
The governor's race in Georgia has 4 establishment politicians. And then there's Kandiss Taylor.
And I'm one of ye. And God made me a fighter.
I don't like making fun of accents, but ye. She didn't even get the U out. I'm one of ye.
You sold us out to China. You hijacked our elections. And then there's ye. You didn't fight for your own seat that you won.
Wait, what? I don't know what word she's saying. And then there's who?
And then there's ye. You didn't fight for your own seat that you won. What were you doing? Playing golf or trading stock? Oh, and the Democrat plant, who has been accused of sexual assault over and over. Now, I'm done with the good old boys. And it's going to get personal. Stacy, it's you and me. Let's let the people choose in a fight that's not rigged.
Kandiss Taylor, the one we've been waiting for.
Wow. Okay. So first off, the serious bit, we're seeing an increasingly common trend on the right where their campaign ads are violent. And that was actually very moderated compared to some of the ones we've seen where they're shooting at like, what do we see? Poster boards of Democratic Congress people or outrageous stuff where they're threatening violence pretty clearly. But even this, Stacey, you're talking about Stacey Abrams, who's going to be the Democratic nominee. I'm coming for ye. It's a fight, you know, like it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, it's more moderated, but it is playing into that. This is a violent clash more than just politics, which is not ideal. But like I said, that's the chill one. You see that? Cool. That's fun. It's in the style of a boxing situation. All right. But then this one. Okay.
They told us what they wanted to do. Some might even say they had to get our permission.
Who's they? That's my first question.
To at least tell us ahead of time, even if we didn't believe them.
Who?
Over 4 billion people have been injected
with a life-saving vaccine.
With something that took just 9 months to create. Ask yourself why.
Because we were in the middle of a global pandemic.
Back in biblical times, human sacrifice was a form of demonic worship. We're still doing it in present day by killing our unborn. It's the same demons, it's the same sacrifice.
Okay, listen. You can be against abortion. You can't think that it's a satanic sacrifice.
The same sin, it's just a different time.
This is a long shot in and of itself, running for governor against an incumbent. Why are you doing this?
If we don't call things out and we don't acknowledge them and we don't take authority.
She's so brave.
And take dominion over what God's given us, then we are no better than the evil ones that put it up. We've watched as people have destroyed our history and monuments, and in their place, they have erected statues to their own gods. The New World Order is here, and they told us it was coming. It's a battle far greater than what we see in the natural. It is a war between good and evil.
Wow. So the New World Order has taken over. I've heard that one. I don't think I've heard the satanic sacrifice one. So Kandiss Taylor. And can we just say for a second here, what is this? What is this? Kandiss? Kandiss? I've never seen such a thing. So she's a fighter. She's going to knock out Stacey Abrams. And she's going to fight the baby-killing, satanic, sacrificing New World Order. Go, Kandiss, go. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, I always have to say, this is not all conservatives. Tons of, Republicans will watch that and be, oh my God, this girl's crazy. But it's enough. And to be concerned about. And when you look at polling, a big proportion of the Republican Party believes some outrageous things. And I'm not talking traditionally outrageous things that I would just disagree with and I would be outraged by how much I disagree with it. Not that. That's fine. That's democracy. I'm talking, whoa, we're not even on the same planet type stuff. And enough Republicans believe those things that we need to be concerned. And step one is awareness. Step two is, deprogram them, but I don't know how to do that. So with someone who's this far into it, But I think kind of like I talked about a little bit with the war about a potential civil war that I spoke out against people even promoting the idea that that would happen or that we should be okay with the prospect of any sort of national divorce or something. I just talked about how our number one priority, if you have any sort of patriotism, and I don't mean the right's caricature of patriotism, that's like, you have to be conservative pretty much to fall into their category. I mean, real patriotism where you just love your country and want to see it improve and all those things. I think our number one responsibility is to keep the country one. That's the most basic responsibility that we have, is all the amazing things we want to do don't matter if we can't even hold together the body of people that make up our country and make it what it is. So I think we have to not give up on trying to pull people like her, but more importantly, the people who follow people like her, out of this type of conspiratorial thinking and wacky sort of mindset.